We got Jake Nichols on the line. You can catch him on VR2 on Sports Illustrated, breaking down Tennessee athletics. All right, the month of June, everybody knows it around college football. We've all primed for it for several months, knowing once that dead period was announced to be concluded at the end of May, that June would be a wild month of everybody rolling out the red carpet. Your thoughts on Tennessee running out, of course, the orange carpet, checkered at times for the recruiting, both the weekend that just passed and the recruiting weekend coming up, and your thoughts about the highlights.
With the way that Josh Heupel has brought guys in, talking about those highlights of each recruiting weekend. They started out with a trip down the Tennessee River, so not just rolling down the orange carpet, but also, bringing out the boats and really kind of showing those sights of Knoxville, making sure that they understand the environment that they're coming into. So then they go into a dinner at Ruth's Chris, for example, and are able to talk to different guys and even have a players only questionnaire between the recruits, the parents, and the players without the coaches present. And so they're really able to get that honest transparency from Tennessee. And I think that that's been a good reflection so far, because Josh Heupel and his staff have seen how much, like I said, with that off-field approach, that how much these players have gravitated toward their staff. And so they know that they're going to get good feedback from the guys in terms of their players telling potential recruits what they could be seeing when they come to Tennessee. And so they are definitely rolling that out. And obviously the biggest thing for any athlete, as we've seen in social media, is the photo shoot. And so Tennessee has really done a good job of that with bringing in spotlights. They bring in like the orange neon. They really create that hype around each player and try to make them feel really prized. And as we've seen with Dylan Sampson, with his, he actually did a backflip during his photo shoot. And it's one of the biggest photos, I think, of Tennessee's 2022 recruit approach so far. And so you really see them taking that head on. And then also, going into the NCAA issues, that they've been transparent about that. And they're telling athletes, fully what to expect and also how they plan to take that head on.
Yeah, I was going to hit on that, Jake, because this is a program that has very clearly defined and strong positives and negatives. On the positive side, one of the more rabid fan bases in the country, a beautiful place to reside for 4 years, as you just mentioned, and certainly one of the few stadiums that holds 100,000 people.
Yep.
And then on the other side, you've got the negatives of, had this been 2 or 3 months ago, we expected Jeremy Pruitt to still be the head coach, of course. So we've got NCAA violations. We've got a football program that's not been playing to its standard for the last 12 or 13 years with a coaching carousel of sorts. So, to deal with those issues head on and be transparent, you would think would be the best way to go. And of course, you're not privy to the conversations, but based on what Josh Heupel has to say to the media and what you hear from the student athletes on social media, what is the general approach to the Tennessee football brand? Is it more less, we have these issues, but you've got a chance to come on board, do something special, build something going forward?
Yeah, I think it's exactly what you said, that that they're preaching that they are aware of it, and that that athletes need to be aware of it, but that they shouldn't expect too much of a length in time. I think in that penalty, that ultimately that the traditions and the potential for each athlete at this program far outweighs what may be coming sooner from that investigation.
Jake Nichols on the line. You can catch him on VR2 on Sports Illustrated, breaking down Tennessee athletics across the board. Of course, we're talking football right here. Jake, we appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much for dropping some insight and information on us.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Happy to come back anytime. Thanks.